had just like a question, just because I've heard from a couple people too. Just with like buyers that use hard money. I just kind of wanted to know because I try to not work with those guys, even though I know there's value in it. But I just want to know like some questions you ask, to kind of just figure out how easy their hard money lender is to work with. So I think it's like appraisals. Ask if they do appraisals, BPO, that kind of stuff. But
What market are you working in?
I'm in Northern California.
Okay. So 100% of the time in California, they're going to need to do appraisals and they're going to need to do BPOs for hard money. But you should not discount working with a buyer because they're working with a hard money lender.
Okay.
Scott, 90% of the deals we sell close through hard money lenders.
Yeah.
So you have to know that hard money, especially, and it sucks in California because like I don't know what it is about that state, but the lenders licensed in Cali, they have to do appraisals for some reason, right? And so it's just going to be a longer process, and so you can't do a 10-day close in Cali like that. You're going to need a 30-day close, right? And so but questions we ask: who's your lender? Have you worked with them a lot? Do you know if they require an appraisal or a BPO? How many days in advance do we need to schedule that? I'm just asking these questions so that I can make sure that I have access and all these things for you. And then also just wanting to make sure that you understand that there's no loan contingency on this. When you put your EMD down, it's non-refundable. So, if your lender poops the bed on you, you still got to close. So, as long as we're on the same page on that, I have no problem with you using a hard money lender.
Okay.
So
Well,
just
that
just
makes
just
yeah.
like clarify that and say, okay, how long do they take? Do they require an appraisal? How many days do they need to get in? I'm trying to schedule this for you to make sure. Okay, awesome. And you do know that it's non-contingent, so regardless of what they say, you're still on the hook to close, and your EMD is hard, right? So
Yeah.
they'll get it. They get it. And then also, if you have a referral for like a good hard money lender, then use that. Who do you work with, or who do you have a relationship with, or do you have a relationship with a hard money lender out there?
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but like I got a proof of funds from them. It's a Socotra or something like that. And then I know I've heard of like Kiavi too, but I don't know if they're like a SoCal one. But
Yeah,
I've heard of those.
Kiavi's good. I have a relationship at Kiavi that could maybe help you expedite stuff if you want them. Do you
That'd
have
be
a
super
relationship?
cool. Yeah, thank you. No, that'd be perfect. Thank you. No, I really appreciate it. And then just one more quick thing too, just like working with wholesalers where you got to mark something up. Like, what's like a way where you're not coming across like Jacob Simpson? I remember he said like pocket watching, which is a good name for it, but like just a way to not come across like that, but just trying to figure out, okay, is this fee high enough where we should double close? That's kind of what I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, if the numbers make sense, right? And you're happy to be sending it out at the price that you're going to be sending it out at, and you're not super worried that it's overpriced or anything like that, but you
Yeah.
just want to know if it's like a super high fee, then just say it. Just say like, hey, preemptively before we go, I always like to know whether or not I need to structure this as a assignment or double close. And but you're in California, bro. You can't double anything.
Are you sure? Because I know it's like a 24-hour deal. I think where it's like you have to hold title for like a full day. So I think
No, no,
guys
no.
have done it.
Yeah, but the costs to double in Cali are
Oh yeah.
oppressively high. You're gonna blow through like $20,000 just double closing in California. It makes no sense. Also in Cali, 75, $100,000 assignment fees are not out of line. So my opinion for you is don't bother. Don't if you're okay if you're okay working the deal at whatever number it is, there's no point in you trying to determine what the assignment's going to be because the rules are different in California than they are anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
California buyers are used to paying $50,000 assignment fees. They're used to paying $100,000 assignment fees. It's par for the course in Cali. So I wouldn't really be worried about that too much.
The only thing I was gonna say is just because I was working this one that's like up in Yuba City, so just kind of not so great part of California. So it's like prices are around like 300, 400,000.
Oh,
But
okay.
this one, yeah, yeah. So this one kind of made sense to do it. And I just didn't want to like ask these guys because their cards were just super close about, where they were. And I had to like negotiate them down to get my fee in there. And so I just was thinking on those guys because, yeah, I was like they had it for 210. So if we were double closing that, it would have been like what, 2,100 just in transactional funding. And then I always just factor a percent in closing costs. So I think it would have ran us like 4 grand to do it. And it's like we had like $50,000 worth of assignment fees. So that like the buyer didn't, he kind of cared. He was just like, give me a better deal next time. But I just think most guys, when they see that on that kind of a purchase price, it's like they might get cold feet. And so that's why I was just, it might have been
Yeah, and
smart to
and
do
you,
that.
and you can say that to your JV partner and say, hey, I always like to preemptively make sure that I structure this the appropriate way. So, if it's an assignment fee over 20 grand, let me know. You don't have to say tell me how much it is, but say if it's
Okay.
an assignment fee over 20 grand, let me know and I'll do a double close.
Okay. That's really good. Yeah. It's just like
Yeah,
a blanket number like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's why I think last call you were saying anything over 20, right? You guys
Anything
just
over 20, I
automatically,
double. Yeah, anything over
even
20,
with
I
repeat
double.
buyers though, too, like that you've
Hmm.
done business with.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good to know. Because
yeah.
I know it's just like you said, like the cost can get prohibitive sometimes, but if it saves a relationship, it's just, to me, it's worth it. So,
For sure, for sure.
no, I appreciate it so much, though, man. Thank you for all the knowledge and everything.
Absolutely. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for watching that clip. Now, if you want to learn how you can find incredible off market real estate deals, like I'm talking great deals, this video right over here is going to teach you how to get the best list to talk to motivated sellers. And this video over here is going to help you out a lot as well. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because I give away incredible information about how you can be financially free.